Hi dear students, okay, what we have learned in the last class? In the last class we have learned our second chapter, that is animals and plants. Okay, today we are going to study next portion in this chapter, that is plants and animals. Okay, in this chapter's next portion, that is animals and plants depend on each other. Animals and plants depend on each other. Though animals and plants are different from each other, they depend on each other for what? To live. That means animals and plants are different from each other, but they are depend each other for their to live. If there are just enough plants, just enough plant eating animals and just enough flesh eating animals in the world, there is a balance in nature. How to maintain this balance in nature? To protect animals and to grow more trees. Okay, what is mean by balance in nature? That is, animals and plants are different from each other, but they are depend each other to live. If there are just enough plants, just enough plant-eating animals and just enough flesh-eating animals in the world, there is a balance in nature. When there are too few animals of a kind, such as the tiger, this balance gets disturbed. When there are too few animals of a kind, such as a tiger, this balance gets disturbed. When we cut down too many trees without planting new ones, then also this balance gets disturbed. How this balance gets disturbed? First one is when there are too few animals of a kind, such as the tiger, this balance gets disturbed. When we cut down too many trees without planting new ones, also this balance gets disturbed. And how to maintain this balance in nature? How we maintain this balance? First one, we should protect animals like tiger, and we should also grow more trees. Say, how we maintain this balance in our nature? By protecting animals like, first one is by protecting animals like tiger and also to grow plants or more trees. Okay, like these ways we maintain a balance in nature. So that chapter is over. Okay, so we are going to our textbook exercise. First one is tick the correct answers. First one is tick the correct answer. First question, these animals eat other animals. These animals eat other animals. Which animals? First, A option, lions and tiger. B, cows and buffaloes. C, lions and cows. So, what is the answer? A option, that is lions and tiger eat other animals. Lions and tigers is the correct answer. Second question, moles and mushrooms are. Moles and mushrooms are A, green plants, B, non-green plants, C, green animals. Which is the correct answer? Moles and mushrooms are non-green plants. The answer is non-green plants. Okay. Third one, plants breathe through tiny pores on their dash. The tiny pores that present in the which part of the plant? Flowers or roots or leaves? Which part the tiny pores are present? Yes, the answer is leaves. Plants breathe through tiny pores on their leaves. Okay. Fourth one, these animals lay eggs. Which animals? Horses and tigers, snakes and birds, or cats and cows? Which animals lays eggs? The answer is snakes and birds. The answer is snakes and birds. Okay. Next is, write whether it is a plant or animals. Some statements are given. So, that is whether it is a plant or animals. Okay. First one, it has sense organs to know about the world around it. It has sense organs to know about the world around it. It has animals or plants. Yes, animals has sense organs to know about the world around it. Animals have the sense organs. Second one, it can make its own food in the presence of sunlight. Animals or plants, which one make its own food in the presence of sunlight? Yes, the answer is plant. Plants make its own food in the presence of sunlight. Okay, third one, it breathes through its lungs. Which one breathes through its lungs? Animals or plants? Yes, the answer is animals. Animals breathe through its lungs. Okay, fourth one, it moves from one place to another. Which one moves from one place to another, animal or plants? Which one? Yes, animals moves from one place to another. So, animals have the sense organs to know about the world around it. Plants can make its own food in the presence of sunlight. Animals breathe through its lungs. Animals move from one place to another. Okay. Next is, answer these questions. First one, why do animals move from place to place? Why do animals move from place to place? For what they move from place to place? In search of food. For searching food, the animals move from place to place. Second question, from where do animals get their food? From where do animals get their food? From where? From plants and other animals. From plants and other animals. Third one, mention 3 different ways by which living things breathe. 3 different ways by which living things breathe. In the case of horses, the animals like horses, tigers and whales breathe through their lungs. Fish have gills, whereas insects like cockroaches, flies and butterflies have air holes to breathe. Animals like horse and tigers and whales. Horse, tigers and whales have lungs. Fish have gills and insects have air holes to breathe. Mention two ways by which animals reproduce. The fourth question is mention two ways by which animals reproduce. Animals like birds and snakes lay eggs, okay, through which they reproduce. Some animals like birds and snakes lays eggs. Some animals like cats and cow give birth to their young ones. Animals like cats and cows give birth to their young ones. How is the balance maintained in nature? Fifth one, how is the balance maintained in nature? How? If there are just enough plants, just enough plant-eating animals and just enough flesh-eating animals in the world, there is balance in nature. To maintain the balance in nature, we should protect animals like tiger and should grow more trees. So the first one is, why do animals move from place to place? For what? In search of food. Second one, from where do animals get their food? From plants and other animals. Third one, mention three different ways by which living things breathe. The animals like tiger, whale, etc., they breathe through the lungs, and insects breathe through the air holes. Fishes breathe through gills. Okay. Next is mention two ways by which animals reproduce. In the case of birds, they lay eggs. And in the case of cat and cows, they give birth to young ones. Next is, how is the balance maintained in nature? How? If there are just enough plants, just enough plant-eating animals and just enough flesh-eating animals in the world, there is a balance in nature. To maintain this balance, we should protect animals like the tiger and we should grow more trees. Okay, our second chapter and the exercise from that chapter is over. Okay, thank you.